All right. So I'm going to start recording a new series, and this is probably going to replace the Wednesday time slot. I haven't been able to play this game in forever, and I absolutely love this game. It's not much for endgame unless you like exploring. The exploring mechanics in this are really good. So there's a reason I haven't played this game, and I'm going to go through that first. For starters, it doesn't capture the mouse. Whenever I go over to my second monitor over here, the mouse just goes over to that screen. And I can't show you that without showing you both monitors. We're not going to do that right now. So, but what I will say is I do have this tool here that allows me to hit Control and tilde. And now my mouse cursor is locked to this monitor. So it doesn't matter that Empyrion doesn't capture the mouse, which is nice. And that tool is this dual monitors tools. You can see the website here in the background. And you can find that very simply by searching for dual monitor tools. First one that comes up, you click download. And you click right here on the download link. That will download the file, which I've already downloaded, so I'm not going to download it again. And then you can install it. And it's got a bunch of neat little features to it. But the one we're worried about most right now is this one right here under cursors and sticky. And you're going to want to lock cursor on top of screen. You're going to come in here, you're going to hit change, and you're going to bind a hotkey to it. And you're just going to hit your enable hotkey, and you're going to hit one of your preceding buttons. I use the Windows key and the tilde button. That's the button, the squiggly button right next to the 1. It works great for me. I'm not going to promise it's going to work for anybody, but when you can launch this at startup on your machine and it will always be there, or you can launch it whenever you start Empyrion. Either way, it should work. And it just winds up down here right next to everything in your taskbar. It may be hidden down here. If it is, just go into your settings and change it so it's always visible. I like it to be visible, that's why. But I love this tool, and it fixes a long-standing problem. Now, the thing is, Empyrion is still not capturing the mouse. So you still have the problem of the mouse sometimes drifts down into this area. So you'll be mousing over your hotbar when you're in game. But at least I can be in a fight and not lose my mouse to the other monitor. So without further ado, we're going to start a new game. Now, I've been testing this off and on to see if I could actually play the game throughout the years. So it's been updated. They keep it running. I keep hoping they'll fix it, and they haven't, and I don't think they will. So let's start a game. All right, we're just going to click on survival here, and we're going to change this to, you just click on game name and you can change it. So we'll change it to season 1 and _ episode 1, because this will be a new series. We're all familiar with how seeds work in a game. You change the seed, it changes the world. The basics of it, I don't know the inner workings. Don't ask, I can't tell you. We're going to go to difficulty settings here. And the one thing I want to make sure is on is I want this check mass volume. That means you actually have inventory limits. Everything else, pretty much standard. Okay. So that's medium planet size. And you have different start planets you can choose from. So, Yoas, the Earth-like planet, you can see it looks like Earth. And all of its stats are similar to Earth. Breathable atmosphere, it's got iron, copper, silicon, promethium, and gold. And no meteorites, other than some random ones. It's got lakes, swamps, deep forest. Basically, this just gives you a summary of the planet and how it starts. So, if you're new to the game, read through these, read through the stats, see what planet's going to be best for your start. I am somewhat out of touch with this game. I have not played it in a long time. But I don't want to start on the standard vanilla planet start. I think I kind of want to start here on the icy planet. It's got a few different start options. So the Earth-like, obviously, and then this one is a dry, arid planet without a breathable atmosphere. And you can see it's got the same minerals as Earth. It's basically just a dying Earth. And then here's a swampy planet. And it's also got Erestrum, which is a mid to late mid mineral. You shouldn't really need this resource right out the gate. So it's kind of nice, but I don't really care too much. And then this is the one we're going to start on. It's the snow planet, Patini. So you can see, looking through the stats, it's about half the gravity of Earth. It's cold to freezing. Cold to super freezing, I should say. And it has a breathable atmosphere. Got the same starting minerals as the Earth-like planet. And it's more of a start for people who like to have the challenge of environment, but not too much of an environment challenge. So I like it. We're going to go with this. So let's hit start. And then we'll wait for the world to load. This will take a few minutes because it's got to load the solar system and load in all of the planets. And it's got to build the entire solar system and put the planets on it and all the buildings. Probably going to skip past it from here. All right. Bring this clunker in for a landing. You used to be able to somewhat direct this. I wonder why they did away with your ability to direct it somewhat. All right. We're in for a landing. Maybe. All right. And you can see that it starts you off with a couple of tools here on the ground. You're going to want to pick these up. We have a flashlight and a multi-tool. Well, it's not a multi-tool. It's a survival tool. And you can see your inventory here. You've got your survival constructor, portable constructor, and a portable heater cooler. We're going to want this because we're going to need something warm to stand next to. I do like that it started me in a spacesuit. Probably did that because of the temperatures on this planet. And a motorbike kit. That's nice. Just in case we need it, we'll pull the hot beverages down here because that will warm me up, and bandages for healing. Okay, so now the best thing to do is just pick things to level up. Pick things and look for resources. So we're going to pick things. And we're going to look for small boulders on the ground that might have iron, copper, or silicon in them. Like this one. That's a silicon node. Going to switch our multi-tool to mine, and we're just going to click on it. I do like that it automatically puts the ore in your inventory. Oh, I just discovered a resource. And I'm at level 2 now. That's good. Yeah, we're just going to continue picking things and grabbing resources here as we go. There's some copper over there. Might have to remember that. But we are looking for... Yeah, it's a copper deposit. That might be a good thing to have on our map, so we'll hang on to that. This one is an iron boulder. We'll just pick this up. And we are going to... Oh, these are buds. We want these buds here. Interesting that the eggs grow on the ground in a plant. But we can pick them. So we'll pick them. Okay, we got some iron and some silicon. Some copper would be nice. So we might have to head back over that way where we saw the copper boulder sitting at. Let's see what my inventory is looking like. 230 of 600. You do have to be mindful of your inventory while you're mining and picking up resources because your inventory will fill up somewhat quick. You can turn that off, but I prefer having that on. Ooh. I don't know if he's friendly or not. This tool also works as a weapon. If you come up here to the defense mode, it will kill things. Slowly, though. Very slowly. Especially when they zigzag like that. All right. Well, that's good. Got some resources here. Let's pick this. I'm going to basically pick everything we see. All right, I'm looking for more resource nodes. I want to find... Buds are good because buds make hot beverages. Level 3. Beginning leveling is very good. And the plant protein is awesome. You need that because that is your food. At least in early game it will be. And I'm in the wrong... There we go. Need some copper here. Oh, there's only one copper node, or one copper boulder here. What did I just discover? Well, that's alright. Explorer tokens are good. I don't know exactly what they do, but they say you can sell them at the trading stations. And you will like space credits in this game. They actually allow you to buy some useful stuff that is hard, if not impossible, to craft. Getting lots of silicon. We're just going to avoid that guy. This game does have a jetpack, but it doesn't... In gravity, it does not work like it does in, say, Space Engineers. And I don't know if I have it here or not. Yeah, I do. So it allows you to fly for a bit, but you will fall down. Ooh, more food. We'll take more food. Sitting here watching that hunger bar dropping. Not as worried about the silicon right now. Ooh, iron. And more copper over to the left. Alright, so basically I'm just going to have to run around and pick up resources for a while. So I will be back after I've done this for a little while. Okay, so I was out exploring and we found this spot. And I'm going to stake a claim right here because this is actually a good spot. This is the portable heater that I pointed out before. And you can see as long as you're in front of it, within a certain range, you'll stay good and warm. And you can change the location of it or the rotation of it so that it is facing in a direction that is good for you. So right here works good for me. It's right in front of the portable constructor. And this is something I like to do in case my friends are going to join me. Allow faction access allows them to help. We are going to do the food first, because that's the easiest one to waste. Essentially, if you leave this food up here, it will rot. You want to process the food right away. So we're going to make a bunch of energy bars. You can see those take 2 plant proteins. We have 14 of them, which is good. The meat, that goes bad rather quickly. So we're going to eat that right now. As you can see, it doesn't give us too much food. And this will process through all of the plant protein for us. It takes 2 plant protein to create 1 energy bar. Aside from that, we can make hot beverages because we have these buds here. Hot beverages, I don't think those really go bad. And they restore body temperature and stamina. Basically, it's a mug of coffee. Not going to complain about coffee. Process through all of those. And all those. Okay, so I'm going to empty my inventory into here. I'm going to make the motorbike. And that is this motorcycle construction kit. They started you off with one of those. If you didn't start with one of those, you can make that here underneath this components tab, and then come to here, devices, and click on the motorbike. It will give you a motorbike. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to need some more levels and some more resources. The motorbike is just so we can get back to the warmth rather quickly if we start to get too cold, which we probably will. So I'm going to go back to farming some resources and farming some levels, and we'll be back once we get somewhere with that. Okay, so I've had to retreat back to where we set up the base camp. And you've got the ability in here, if you hit tab, look at your inventory, you can see your character stats. We're level 4 now, not very far into it. And your survival constructor, which is just a little bit that's built into what you can do. So we can make this survival tent here, and it allows you to sleep through the night, and it also gives you a spot to respawn. I've already gone and queued one up. We're going to just drop that there. And we're going to set this down right here. And what this does is this will allow us to sleep through the night. Now, sleeping through the night, it can be good. It can be very good. It can also be very bad because you have a limited amount of time before they start sending drones and waves of monsters after you. So use that tent sparingly. But I needed it to be daylight. And I also need to eat. Alright, just wanted to pop back in real quick to show you the tent. And I'm going to go back to gathering resources because I want to get to level 5 before I actually start building the base, so that I can actually unlock all of the things we need. Like that O2 station there. Might want to do the sentry gun too. Weapons. We are going to unlock the think we'll unlock the shotgun. And let's see, we're going to need the wireless connection too, but not yet. Back to the base. I think. No, I think we're good there. Well, we'll unlock the larger solar panels. All right. All right, I'm going to go back to farming up some levels, and I'll be back once we get ready to build something. Okay, so I haven't reached the level I wanted, but I did find something interesting. You can see this wreckage here that we've run across, and I'm going to assume this is more wreckage over here. So we are going to actually head that way. Ooh, okay, stop that. Okay, that's too steep of a hill apparently. So we're going to head over this way real quick. I do believe those are safe. I guess we're about to find out. Yes, they appear to be safe. Okay, con station. This is actually part of a story, and I have not figured this out yet. Maybe somebody else can explain it. And I lost track of where those... Where'd the wreckage go? Right there? Oh, apparently I should have just walked this way when I got out of my escape pod. Discovering those wreckages and POIs also gives you experience points. So this is not bad. And the other good thing about these wreckages is some of them come with a container. See if this one does. Yes, it does. It's over underneath the stairs here. Ooh. Ooh, emergency rations. Those never spoil. All right. And plus, you can deconstruct this for useful materials. There was another one over this way. So let's head over here to... This one looks to be mostly underground. And we could drill down there, but to be honest, I don't want to right now. So we're not going to. But yeah, keep your eye open for those points of interest, the wreckages, because they are a treasure trove of useful resources. All right, I'm going to continue farming and try to get to level 5 at least, and then we'll be back. All right, one more boulder ought to do it. And yes, we've reached level 5. Awesome. All right, let's head back to where we're going to set up our base camp. We'll stand in front of our tent where it's nice and warm. And we'll start getting everything set up. Oh, let's grab some of this too. Coffee beans. Because coffee is delicious. Speaking of, yes, everybody should game with a cup of coffee next to them. My girlfriend agrees. All right, let's make some bandages real quick. just because they might come in handy. We'll turn those off, make up 10 bandages, and we'll get rid of all these, except for the one that's going through right now. This is biofuel. It uses 10 plant fibers, and it will create energy. It's the cheapest form of fuel. It's a gas jug. All right. Now that we've got those all done, let's make sure. Can we make any food? No, we are out of plant protein. Good. Let's make some hot beverages so those don't go to waste. Now, one of the things we're going to do here is you need this here, the starter block. You can either start with a hover vessel or start with a base. That's just the way it works. All right, well, starting with a base has the pitfalls of when they start sending drones at us, we have to defend the base. And they will attack the base while we're away from it. Major pitfall. However, the base constructor allows us to make whatever we want to make. And I do mean whatever. It allows us to jump up to capital vessel. The best thing to start with, in my opinion, is usually a hover vessel because it can get you started, get you mobile, build up your resources. And then you can make a good, strong start. But we're going to start with the base. It uses a core, which was here, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have shown you the core block first. It does start you with one of these core blocks when you start the game, and you can see it used that to create this. These blocks, really, they just need a core, and you need to dedicate that core to a specific task. Now, we are going to need to switch this just to base. We're going to need some windows. I would say we probably want... Actually, first we're going to need a door, I think. And then we're going to do concrete blocks. So, probably something like 50 to start with should be good enough. And a door. We're going to want a capacitor. Let's get rid of the door. Let's put the capacitor in there first. And then a solar panel. And a small generator. Then we want a refrigerator. And a fuel tank before the refrigerator. And a clone chamber, because we might as well build a clone chamber. Then some storage boxes, because storage boxes are nice. They come in handy. And then an assembler. And then a door. The door is literally the least important thing. We can actually make an airtight base without using a door block at all. If the trick still works, we can. So we'll see. I'm going to try that first. All right, this is going to take a while to process, so I will be back once it's done processing. I don't know any emotes. I can't wave or whatever. It is really late here, and to be honest, the next step is to start building the base. And that's probably going to take up an entire episode by itself. So, we're going to break it here, and when we come back, we will definitely be building the base and getting ourselves started underground. I already have the position planned out. I have the hole dug, and I have some of the footage already filmed, but it's just going to take... It would turn this episode into an hour and a half long episode if I were to do the base in this episode. So, Next time when we come back, we'll get started on that. Until then, thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Unless you didn't like it, then just hit the subscribe. And I will talk to you next time. Have a good day.